Hello friends, today I'm back with Burp Suite Lab sessions uh, where we will look about solving the labs given into the Burp Suite Academy. So here you have to first read academy information, and then you have to look on the labs which are given to you to practice what you have just learned. So first one that I solved is about SQL injection vulnerability, which is basically having a vulnerability in where clause, and by using that we will actually try to drive some hidden data. So this lab is for apprentice level, and what we are expecting in this lab, that they have mentioned that this lab has a vulnerability at SQL injection, and the vulnerability is in the product category filter. So whenever a user will search or select a category, basically application in the backend is going to put a query to SQL at select from select star select all products from product table, where you will put a category where you will put a filter under category section. So basically categories will be column into the product table. So you have to select everything from product table, and then you have to filter the selected items based on the category which is under gifts, and then you have to also mention that it is a released one. Uh, so basically you are going to just choose this one, and rest of the things will automatically happen by the application itself. Now we have we have to perform a SQL injection attack, and the target would be to cause the application display one or more unreleased product. So our purpose is to make sure that we are able to see the product lines which has been yet not released, and by default it is not supposed to be visible to a user. So let's go inside this lab and see what is here for us. So first thing, it is saying not solved, okay, and then we have got a page where multiple products has been definitely mentioned over here. Conversation controlling lemon, of course, okay. So they have tried to make things a bit light, in a light note, so like you can try something. So what is exactly going to happen? So I'm going to just click something like that, and we see that yes, from the entire list which you usually see something like here, if you put corporate gifts, it is just filtering out those items which is under corporate gifts category. So our job is to just pick and modify those uh, SQL queries that might be running in the backend by using SQL injection tools and technique, so that we can see other uh, product which is yet not released, and we can list them over here. Now to see that, first we need to ensure that we have got a Burp Suite. So enable intercepting on, and then you have to go on proxy and enable proxy, so you can capture those requests, and then we can pick the traffic when what that browser is sending to server. Before it hit to server, we just need to look on our this section. So I enable this on, and let's click on gifts section. So yeah, we see that yes, there has been a request gift. It is trying to filter all those items based on category gifts. So let's do one thing, send this to repeaters. If it is required, we can use this query again, and then intercept the response of this particular request and send it. Okay, this is Mozilla Firefox, so forward it. It is all request. Okay, now we have received response. So we have received response from this server, and if you look here, lab is yet not solved. Okay, yeah, not did anything anyway. And then there is a category gift, and then all those gifts has been listed over here. Let's see that how it looks on the browser. So if you go over here, we see that these are categories. These are the product line which have been mentioned under the gift section, but actually you have not yet solved the lab because we have not been able yet to find those product here which has been yet not released. So let's go over here, or just turn off the intercept, go on repeater, and see what all things were available into your query when you were looking for some information under product category gifts. So there has been two attributes. Method was get and path was /filter, and then there was a request query which was performed, and that was a gift. So in a general scenario, how a SQL query works, it looks something like, I will just try to write a simple query. So when I click on gift, basically our application will be asking to our SQL server to do like something like this: select star from products, and this is the table where our all products has been listed, and then it will put a filter where category is equal to gifts. So basically this is what supposed to happen, and to control that only the released products are visible to the user, it should go something like that. You have to put another condition, and released is equal to 1, and this really need to be done. So all the released product and their category gifts will be visible to the user. Now our job is that we want to look products which are yet not released. That means we have to somehow remove this filter. If we can remove this filter, probably we can get the all unreleased product as well. But there is again a question that this gifts category might or might not have unreleased product as well. So two possibilities here. One is that first you have to remove release filter, so you can get all unreleased product, but because it is and, so you have to also ensure that there is unreleased product available under gifts category. Then only you will be able to see. Otherwise you will have to manipulate the situation something like that, that it should list all products and released value is 0. So let's try to manipulate. First let's try to truncate, I would say comment out this last section. So by default, if you remember and if you have a basic idea about the SQL, you can use double dash. So this is dependent on the SQL product to product, that how you are going to comment it out. But yes, this is the one of the simplest method that I will first try. So just after the gifts, I will just put a double dash, so it should comment out the release one, and we will check if we are able to solve this lab. And this will happen only if really if this gift section has got any unreleased product, and if it is not, definitely we will not be able to find a solution, then we will look some different way. So let's go with the first option and put something like that. So I'm going to just put double dash here and comment it out. So this is how going to work. So I have put a dash. So basically it is going to comment out this entire section. It is not going to read that. So let's have a try. Send it, wait for response, and see if you were able to solve this. Now, so lab, it is saying lab, it is yet not solved. That means this method has not worked. This is also showing that gifts category might not have any uh, unreleased product. So other option is that we have to also manipulate this one. So we have to get all those products here. So there is another option that you can put kind of or 1 is equal to 1. And how exactly this will affect? Let's put this over here, then how it is going to help us. So we are going to put this or 1 is equal to 1. So how this is going to happen? Application will read gifts are 1 is equal to 1. The first thing will be either gifts or 1 is equal to 1, because 1 is equal to 1 is always true. That means it is going to fetch all those products which are in any category, and we have to again now comment out this released section, because we want to see those products as well which are yet not released. So you have to just put a comment here. So this is what exactly we are going to put here. Let's try it out. So this is how we are going to change it, and let's send it again a request, and just look here. Oh, it has yet not solved. Probably we need to just take a precaution, because if it is a MySQL based SQL server, then it needs a space here before a comment section. That is crucial. So let's try with that if it is MySQL. So there is a space. Just hit enter and give it again a try. Alright, so we have received a response. Oh, if you look closely, we have received a response that now it has got solved. That means the filter that we have just put over here, it has got all those products from every category, and the release section, the value of release has been commented by this payload. So let's see this response in browser, how it is going to look. And let's remove the proxy, because we want to just load the response. Oh, sorry. So it has been solved, and just look the payload which has been added into the where class, it is now visible over here. And if you look closely, there are several products which has got listed over here that were not visible earlier. That means they were available into database, but they were into the release category, not on unreleased category. But once we commented that released is equal to 1 value into your SQL query, we are able to now see lots of products which is not yet released, but by just manipulating that where class, we were able to see that. Thanks for watching this video.